Tank Davis, once again, proves he's a generational talent. Size doesn't matter when skill is unmatched. As the two embrace after the fight, the crowd stands, not for the result, but for what it represented. Two different worlds. Two different paths. But one truth. In boxing, respect isn't given. It's earned. And on this night, both men earned it. This wasn't just a fight, it was a statement. A clash between fame and legacy. And as the lights fade, one thing is clear, Jake Paul proved he belongs in the ring. But Tank Davis reminded everyone who rules it. Jake lands a clean right hand. Tank eats it, walks through it, and fires a counter left. Boom. Jake's legs wobble. The arena erupts. Tank closes in, head movement sharp, pressure rising. Jake backs to the ropes, throws a desperate right. Tank slips, boom. Uppercut, Jake goes down, 1, 2, 3. Jake rises at 8, but Tank is already locked in. He swarms him, short hooks, uppercuts. Referee steps in. It's over. The smaller man. The heavier puncher. Tank Davis does it again. He silences another non-believer, in devastating fashion. Jake Paul came to win, but he earned something more valuable. Respect. He dared to step into a world most wouldn't. And against one of the most dangerous fighters alive, he showed courage. Jake lost the fight, but he gained legitimacy. He's a real fighter now. Jake lands a clean right hand. Tank eats it, walks through it, and fires a counter left. Boom. Jake's legs wobble. The arena erupts. Tank closes in, head movement sharp, pressure rising. Jake backs to the ropes, throws a desperate right. Tank slips, boom. Uppercut, Jake goes down, 1, 2, 3. Jake rises at 8, but Tank is already locked in. He swarms him, short hooks, uppercuts. Referee steps in. It's over. The smaller man. The heavier puncher. Tank Davis does it again. He silences another non-believer, in devastating fashion. Jake Paul came to win, but he earned something more valuable. Respect. He dared to step into a world most wouldn't. And against one of the most dangerous fighters alive, he showed courage. Jake lost the fight, but he gained legitimacy. He's a real fighter now. Jake's right hand? Sure, it's strong. But he ain't landing it on Tank. Not clean. The hype grows online. Fans debate endlessly. Pay-per-view numbers explode, before the fight is even signed. It's YouTube's biggest name versus boxing's biggest puncher. The internet has never seen anticipation like this. Fighting out of the red corner, from Baltimore, Maryland, the undefeated WBA champion of the world. Gervonta Tank Davis. And his opponent, from Cleveland, Ohio. Jake the problem child Paul. The crowd roars. Flashlights beam. The world holds its breath. Jake comes out calm. He pumps the jab, stays long, uses distance. Tank stays low, stalking, reading, downloading data. Jake lands a few clean jabs. Tank smiles, the kind of smile that says, "Now I've got you." Tank explodes inside. A left hook on the body, followed by a short uppercut. Jake feels it. The crowd reacts. Tank's finding the timing, he's setting traps already. Power isn't about how big you are. It's about how clean you land. And Tank's shots? Razor sharp. Still, Jake's confidence makes him dangerous. He's been hurt before, and always came back swinging. Against Tommy Fury, he proved he could go the distance. So, what happens when Jake's raw strength meets Tank's refined violence? Let's find out. Jake's camp in Puerto Rico, a fortress of hard work. Morning runs on mountain roads, sparring with cruiserweights, endless rounds of pad work. He's bigger, stronger, and determined to silence critics once again. His team studies Tank's tapes, analyzing his counter angles and setups. Tank is short but explosive. We've got to use the jab, stay disciplined, and make him pay for every step. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas, Tank Davis sharpens his blades. His team doesn't talk much. They just grind. Tank has that predator's patience. He'll let you throw, just to catch you slipping. And when Jake Paul's name started echoing through the boxing world, Tank didn't laugh. He just smirked and said, "Line him up. Let's talk facts." Jake Paul stands 6 feet 1 inch, with a 76-inch reach. Tank Davis? Just 5'5" 1/2 inch, with a 67-inch reach. Almost a 9-inch disadvantage. But boxing is not basketball. Height means nothing if you can't use it. Jake Paul's advantage lies in his physicality, power, endurance, and size. But Tank's strength? Timing, speed, precision. If Jake keeps Tank on the outside, he can win rounds. But once Tank gets inside, good luck. Tank's upper body movement is elite. His counters, lightning fast. Jake would have to be perfect for every second of every round, because one mistake, one misjudged jab, and Tank's left hand detonates like a bomb. Jake wanted legacy. And legacy doesn't come from fighting retired MMA fighters. It comes from challenging killers, like Gervonta Tank Davis. From the streets of Baltimore to the bright lights of Las Vegas. Tank Davis wasn't made in a studio or on social media. He was built in pain. A troubled childhood, fights on corners, and survival instinct carved him into something fierce. Under Floyd Mayweather's guidance, that raw chaos became discipline. He became a knockout machine. One punch ending nights early. From Jose Pedraza to Leo Santa Cruz, from Mario Barrios to Ryan Garcia, Tank didn't just beat opponents. He broke them, oh my goodness. That's all it took from Tank Davis. But what makes Tank truly terrifying isn't just power. It's control. He's calm when others panic. He reads opponents like open books, waiting for one mistake. In 2018, nobody thought Jake Paul could last one round with a professional boxer. He was mocked, laughed at, and labeled a clown. But Jake turned ridicule into fuel. He built his own boxing empire, training like a pro, hiring world-class coaches, and sparring with dangerous fighters. The first big statement came when he knocked out Nate Robinson, a viral moment that broke the internet. Then came Tyron Woodley, a former UFC world champion. Jake's right hand sent him crashing to the canvas, the moment everything changed. Experts began to whisper, he's not just a YouTuber anymore. By 2023, Jake Paul had fought Anderson Silva, a living MMA legend, and survived 8 hard rounds. His jab improved. His patience matured. He started thinking like a real boxer, not a celebrity. You can hate Jake all you want, but you can't deny his discipline. He trains like a dog,